Good afternoon and happy Tuesday, everyone. I say afternoon because it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon as I'm recording this. Man, I don't know what it was, but I was just in bed like all day. I had like no drive, no energy. But I'm up and I'm at him. I think this also has to do with the fact that it is raining outside. Like a lot. Like, I would not be surprised if I see thunder and then we all hear lightning afterward. Oh gosh darn it, I said. If I see lightning and hear thunder, ow. Yeah, you can tell I'm so tired. So I guess my low is the fact it's raining out today. Fair enough. So, what's my high? My high is I actually got to see this one movie for the first time that I really want to talk about. And my act of kindness was let's see, what was my act of kindness? I emptied the dehumidifier for my father. So a bit of the backstory. For a long time, whenever it ever came up in conversation about how, we ever hear a famous person, usually a guy, who, cheats on, their spouse for possibly like someone younger and stuff like that, my father would always jokingly say, "Fear dying." And I had no idea if that was a reference to something. Until last night I was visiting my parents, and my father and I were watching a little movie called Moonstruck. And I was watching this movie, this might be my one chance to talk about, this movie itself. Because, man, I tell you what, they knew how to make movies back in the 80s. And this is one of those movies. If you don't know, Moonstruck was a film made in 1988, roughly before I was born. And its cast was just unbelievable at the time. Cher, Nicolas Cage, Olympia Dukakis, Vincent Gardenia, this was a great cast for its time. In some ways, it would still. This is one of those films where if any of the people I just mentioned weren't already known, this would be a career-making film. The performances were that good. And, I can't really talk about this movie without talking about the two main leads, Cher and Nicolas Cage. And Olympia Dukakis was phenomenal. She absolutely deserved her Oscar for that movie. Holy cow. And Danielle was in it too. Danielle was awesome. But first things first, I should probably talk about Nicolas Cage, which, listen, I'm pretty sure at this point, if you've ever been on the internet for any given period of time, then you heard of, how unhinged Nick Cage is. And how, crazy, or any of the memes you've seen him do, Not the Bees from The Wicker Man and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, when Nick Cage is in a good movie and he's unhinged, he's great. I think when Nick Cage was in the movie Face Off, that's when Hollywood thought, I think that's when Nick Cage started to be typecast as, sort of unhinged, crazy actor, even though he could clearly do a lot more than just that. So, it really is kind of nice to see Nick Cage in a movie pre-Face Off, where, there's a little bit of unhinged in there, but it's subtle. Like, listen, Nicolas Cage has acted crazy in lots of other movies that, were far, far crazier than this. In fact, you really do feel for Nick Cage's character in this movie. He was phenomenal. The idea of, like, Cher is engaged to Danny Aiello. Oh, Cher plays Loretta, Danny Aiello plays Johnny, and Johnny wants his brother Ronnie, who's played by Nick Cage, to be at the wedding because there's bad blood between them. Johnny's visiting his sick mother out in Palermo, who miraculously makes a recovery. But at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, Johnny says that he can't marry Loretta because it would kill his mom if if he did. And while Johnny's out in Italy, Loretta's trying to talk to Ronnie, and Ronnie actually lost his hand because of his brother, that's the bad blood between the two of them. Which, I mean, listen, if I lost my hand because of my brother, I'd be mad at him too. I absolutely would be mad at him too, no question. But Ronnie just develops feelings for Loretta, and Johnny can't marry Loretta, but Ronnie can. Which you think, oh no, Johnny's gonna feel left out, but like Rose played by Olivia DeConstant's grandfather, or father-in-law, or Vincent Gardini, Cosmo's father's like, what are you doing sitting here for? You're part of the family now. Come on in. Yeah, that was actually really sweet how they tied that up together. I like that. I cannot talk about this movie without first bringing up the sheer masterclass in acting that was from Cher. Because, I mean, the concept of a diva really is nothing new. Whitney Houston, Barbra Streisand, Aretha Franklin, I think they were. Point is, like, famous women who were women of many, many talents. Like, even the most talented people of today could learn from them. That's how good they were. And with Cher, and actually I do kind of have the opposite problem with Barbra Streisand. Like, growing up, I only recognized Cher for her singing, which, I mean, come on, like, if I could turn back time, Fernando, I saw a man and he danced with his wife. I mean, come on, it's Cher. What more do I need to say? Cher is a phenomenal singer. But I never really knew that she was, I knew she was an actress, but I really didn't know how good she was until I saw, this is the movie that got her the Oscar. This is the movie that got her the Oscar, and yeah, she absolutely deserved it. And again, it's the opposite problem with what I had with Barbra Streisand. I knew Barbra Streisand was an actress, and I knew her more for that than for Barbra Streisand's singing. It's sort of that thing. They can do, but listen, divas can do both. Listen, divas are called divas because they know who they are. They know they've got talent to back up what they're able to do, and they know how to use it, and they know how to flaunt it, and if it feels like they're better than you, it's probably because they are. And yeah, that was Cher, that was Barbra Streisand, that was Whitney Houston. By today's standards, that would be Beyonce, or Rihanna, or Jennifer Hudson, or Alicia Keys. Some things just stand the test of time, and this movie definitely has stood the test of time. I mean, there are definitely some things about that you kind of question by today's standards, but they'd be more like nitpicky related stuff. But yeah, Moonstruck, phenomenal movie. Phenomenal movie. It's actually kind of funny. There's these people that I know who, after seeing this movie, I immediately thought of them. And I want to send them a message being like, okay, I don't know how this is going to come out, but I saw the movie Moonstruck and I immediately thought of you. I mean, if you're able to see the movie Moonstruck, I mean, it was on TV last night. I'm sure because it was on TV, there's probably a whole bunch of stuff they cut out, but I very much enjoyed what I watched. And, you know, I'm very glad I saw it. And, you know, I finally figured out where my dad got his movie references, you know, Fear of Dying. Because, if you don't know, Olympia Dukakis' character, Rose, asked this question to this one professor and then one to Johnny, which is, why do men chase women? And actually, Johnny had a really great response, whereas, for those of you who don't know, in the Bible, God made Eve from one of Adam's ribs. And because of that, a man cannot feel wholly a man without, you know, that missing piece, that woman by his side. And then she responds, like, why do men chase other women? Well, I guess it's fear of death. Personally, I think what they're trying to say is the fear of dying alone. Which, I mean, listen, there have been plenty of people that I've heard of who weren't married, who sadly passed on, and they certainly weren't alone. But I get what they're trying to say here. But yeah, I mean, watch the movie Moonstruck. Please do. Got so distracted by Moonstruck, I forgot if there was a Hot Ones guest this week. If I recall correctly, this should be Hot Ones guest number 25 of this year. If I can figure that out. Let's see. Oh, it's the 26th. The 26th First Week Feast Hot Ones guest of 2026. Oh, yeah. The 26th First Week Feast Hot Ones guest of 2026, hey, 26 twice, is... Come on, scroll. Oh, no way! No way! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, no way! Oh, no way! No way! Oh, my God! Are you serious? Yeah! Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, over the last, I'd say, probably 3 years or so, every once in a while on a season of Hot Ones, we've been graced by a member of the K-pop group, and actually my favorite K-pop group, BLACKPINK. First it was Rosé, then it was Lisa, and then it was Jennie. And now, the fourth and final member, Jisoo, is going to be on Hot Ones. I mean, this was a long time coming. This was absolutely a long time coming. I mean, when Rosé first appeared on Hot Ones a couple years ago, you know, I was like, wait, did BLACKPINK break up? Like, what happened? No, I mean, listen, People of singing groups making their own solo projects is nothing new, and still staying together. Nothing new at all. But whenever you hear something like that, you kind of worry, but no, BLACKPINK are still, hold on, BLACKPINK still together? Please tell me BLACKPINK is still together. Are BLACKPINK still together? Yes. Okay. So they're still together as a group with all 4 members committed to group activities despite pursuing solo careers. Okay. That's good. Ooh. Wait. I mean, we got Jisoo coming up this week on Hot Ones. And we've had full music groups on Hot Ones before. I mean, we've had the Jonas Brothers, we've had NSYNC, which, fun fact, that was the first time I ever actually learned and memorized. I was 33 years old when I memorized all the band members of NSYNC. I still remember too. It's Justin, Joey, Lance, JC, and Chris. I remember. But yeah, man, Jisoo on Hot Ones, I think there might, this totally opens the idea of all 4 members of BLACKPINK being on Hot Ones again. But all together, that'd be sick. Oh, that'd be so cool if that happened. That'd be so cool if that happened. Actually, you know what? As long as I'm thinking about this, I mean, listen, BTS being on Hot Ones, that has the record for the most wings eaten on set. There's one group that could top it. One. First we feasted Sean Evans, if you're watching this, I think it'd be really cool. I mean, it'd be hard, but it'd be really cool if you got the Tedeschi Trucks band. Susan Tedeschi, Jared Trucks, like, and all their band members. Oh, that'd be a sick Hot Ones episode. Maybe they'll do that, I don't know. But, I mean, let's focus on here now. Okay. Yeah, man, Jesus is gonna be on Hot Ones. Oh, and don't be surprised I eat spicy food before shows. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Let's fucking go! I just said the F-bomb on camera for the first time in years. Well, time for the streak to start over again. I guess that shows how much fun I'm having. Sorry. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. As always, I'm your own basement. If you guys watch over there, we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to us, you're here to lend us back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.